Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Behind the Scenes Worship. Here today, I am wanting to show you guys my Telecaster. This thing has been my main go-to guitar for quite some time. Man, I don't even know how many years I've had this guitar now. It's been on the road a lot, done a lot of tours and just led worship at different events and conferences and churches and played at different churches and things and yeah, so just wanted to kind of show you guys this has been my main guitar for almost forever. So I'm going to kind of tell you guys a little bit about the main guitar today, and then we're going to talk about why Telecasters are the best guitar for any type of music. I mean, literally, you can't beat a Tele. Teles are great, good for any style, worship, blues, rock and roll, country. I mean, you name it, man. These guitars, there's just something about them. So we're going to talk about it today. So let's check it out. Alright guys, so this is my 1994 Fender Mexican Telecaster. Like I said, it's a Mexican, but man, this thing is great. It seemed like back in the 90s, they really put a lot of work into these guitars, is what it seemed like. I bought this, man, if I was going to guess, I probably bought this 8-9 years ago. So it's a 1994. I got a really good deal on it. I think I traded some gear in when I bought it, but it's got a maple neck, which had a gloss on it, but I sanded it. Literally just took some, I think I took some 400 grit sandpaper and just went to town on the neck of it. Now it's just completely smooth. So maple neck, maple fingerboard. I don't know what the body is. If I had to guess, I'd probably guess that it's ash. But it's got the sunburst finish on it. It's really cool. This thing is beat up, man. I say beat up. It's not relicked, but you can tell that I've traveled with it. Matter of fact, on the back of it, there's some. If you look real close, you ain't gonna be able to see it on camera, but you can see belt buckle scratches and just different scratches and things. Matter of fact, one of my signature things that I've done with this, and I kind of start trying to do on a lot of other guitars, is I always slide my picks in the pick guard. So now the pick guard's got a big warp on it and stuff, so I can get a couple of picks in there. But yeah, man, this thing is 1994 Fender Mexican Telecaster. This thing's a workhorse. It's completely stock, with the exception of the bridge. All the wiring, the three-way switch, the volume and tone, everything's completely stock on this thing. I have had this thing refretted because on the B string down about the 3rd fret, I started getting a lot of fret buzz. It was just wearing into the frets. So had to get this thing refretted, got the frets rolled and finished really nicely on the edges when I did that. But man, other than that, this thing's just been a workhorse. It's got the original nut, the original the original tuners. Only thing I replaced on this thing was this bridge. My last bridge got really rusty, nasty looking. Plus, I think it was if I remember correctly, it was individual saddles for each string, and I wanted to go to the three saddles that share 2 strings apiece. So yeah, man, this thing's great. It plays amazing. I've got pretty low action on it, so let's see if I can get a little bit of sound going here. Got really low action on this thing, so things plays really good, super smooth, stays in tune really good actually, which has always blown my mind. I always thought that I would end up buying new tuners for this thing, but man, a workhorse. It's intonated perfectly. I mean, it's just a great guitar. So I'll give you guys some sounds. So here, just to let you know, I'm going through my Line 6 Helix. I've got a patch set up with 2 amps. They're not pan stereo, but they're just 2 amps working together for one sound. A matchless. Excuse me. I'm kind of sick if you can't tell about my voice. So I've got a matchless and I've got a Fender twin that are working together to get a really, really cool sound. I've got a couple of overdrives on it right now and just a little bit of delay. It's just kind of a rhythm guitar sound. So as you can tell, I'm on the bridge. And that's the thing, man. That's the thing about a Telecaster. Bridges sound amazing on these. So yeah, the bridge is great. If I was going to do anything else to this, I would probably replace the neck pickup. I don't like necessarily this particular neck pickup, but I'll flip over there and I'll kind of show you why. It's kind of chunky. It's kind of real fuzzy, real fat, you know. But it's good for like bluesy type stuff. Real fat sounding, so that's that. I like hanging on the middle position. Kind of gives me an in-between sound. So kind of chunky, but still get that poke through from that bridge. So yeah, and if I was ever going to do anything, I'd probably replace this neck pickup, get a little bit thinner sounding telly neck. So this thing sounds great. I absolutely love this guitar. Just to kind of show you some of the versatility of what this thing does, I'll show you guys just a little bit more bluesy stuff. So. Some of the bluesy stuff this thing can do. Just simple, like clean, good sounding, just really good sounding stuff. I mean, you can do some of this right here. Flip to the middle. Get some really pretty. Get some of that really pretty stuff going. You can get rid of the heavy verb, and you can kind of go into just a little bit more modern stuff like. Stuff going on. That's a lot of the worship pop music today. Got a lot of that dotted eighth delay, things like that. So. So there's that, and then we have, just some heavier stuff. You can really step it up. great for rock and roll. I mean, you name it. And then something I love to do is good old Southern gospel country type stuff. Then we can do a little bit of like the faster Southern gospel stuff. So, with all of that being said, that's why I love Telecaster, man. Is you can cover so many areas of ground with this thing. It's so versatile. I just absolutely love it, and honestly, I just love this guitar. This guitar has been with me through a lot of things. Worshipped a lot with it. Led a lot of people into worship. I've played for a lot of worship bands and things, so just really thankful for this guitar, and glad that I'm able to use it for what the good Lord has blessed me to be able to use it with. So guys, that's it. That's my 1994 Fender Mexican Telecaster. I hope you enjoy it, and just so you know, Telecaster is the best guitar around. Don't let anybody fool you. There's nothing better than a Tele, even one like this that's made in Mexico. You can still get some really good stuff. I get it, there's a bad egg every now and then, but man, if you find the right one, you'll use it forever and ever. I mean it. God bless you guys. Go pick up a Telecaster for your own self. Lead some worship with it. Show some people how it's done. God bless you guys. Thanks.